Khamzat Chimaev was spotted linking up with Islam's camp ahead of the massive showdown with Jack Della Maddalena, and that alone had fight fans buzzing. Weight sharpening tools with the lightweight king moving up a division only added to the hype. It wasn't just about Islam's skills anymore. It was about how he would adapt to a new weight class, how Jack would handle him, and what the division's future might look like after this fight. Everyone had an opinion, from legends to current stars, and the takes kept piling up.
JDM did an interview I think this week, and he broke down that he believes Islam's stand-up is a little bit easier to deal with because Islam has more of a traditional style.
If he's saying that, I hope that he goes in believing that, because I'm sorry, they're completely different, and by no means is Islam an easy for anybody on the stand-up. Any MMA fighter that's a striker, there's not going to have an easy time with him. Guys that are much better stand-up than him, and he still destroys them. So, no, don't go by what you see. When you get in there with that man, it's a whole different ball.
Yoel Romero kicked things off by highlighting Maddalena's complete skill set. He sees in Jack not just striking power, but also cardio and cage awareness that stand out among the newer crop of welterweights. Jack might not have a Dagestani wrestling base, but he's already proven he can hang with elite grapplers. His short-notice fight against Belal Muhammad spoke volumes about his readiness and composure under pressure. Romero's honest take? While Jack is a big 170-pounder, Islam's superior grappling is a tough challenge.
Yoel Romero gives his honest take. Yoel Romero just shared his thoughts on a potential showdown between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, and it's a must-hear. Romero believes that Maddalena, while being a big 170-pounder, might face a tough challenge against Makhachev's superior grappling. Do you think Jack's striking can beat Makhachev's grappling?
Max Holloway added another layer, pointing to Jack's fight IQ. He's dangerous not only for his power, but for his ability to read situations and make mid-fight adjustments. Against someone as strategic as Islam, that adaptability could be key.
Islam versus JDM, what do you make of that? Islam moving up to now welterweight?
Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I'm excited to see how it goes. Islam, is a lightweight. He's going to be a little smaller in the fight, but he's a well-rounded fighter. So, if he's able to take down JDM and control him, he could definitely get the job done. But it's going to be interesting to see how the size advantage plays a difference in the fight.
Who do you favor?
I mean, I seen the odds were pretty big. They favored Makhachev like 3-1. So I guess I got to go with the odds if they're going 3-1. But just because JDM doesn't have good takedown defense, but you never know. It's a fight, and JDM has some good hands, so it should be an exciting fight for the fans.
Daniel Cormier, who trained with Islam for years, noticed his old teammates' added size. He praised Jack's rapid rise and balanced skill set, but found the odds too wide. To him, the fight is much closer than the sportsbooks suggest.
It's officially happening. And if you've seen videos and pictures of Islam lately, he's much bigger than he was before. And he's gonna have to be bigger if he wants to get through the monster that is Jack Della Maddalena. I can listen to the words that Khabib speaks publicly, that Islam speaks publicly, and acknowledge of how good Jack Della Maddalena is. He's so tough, he's so big, he's so physical, and now he's got takedown defense to match. I believe that if you would have put this fight together a few years ago, people would have been like, oh, Islam's gonna kill Jack Della Maddalena. But now, after watching him fight Belal Muhammad, it's a much more even fight. Because at the end of the day, Islam is still the smaller guy going up to the next weight class to fight against a world champion who never looked better.
Let's see who wins this.
Charles Oliveira, who knows Islam's top control firsthand, respects Jack's measured style and relentless striking. He thinks if Jack can drag the fight late, Islam could be in for a challenge he hasn't faced before.
Você acha que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam?
Madalena, ele é jogo muito complicado, porque ele é cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem pra te finalizar, ele vem te magoando, né?
Aos poucos, né?
Aos poucos. Foi o que ele fez agora na luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Islam vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Islam agarrar e botar pra baixo...
Frank Jones, the world-class grappling coach that helped Alexander Volkanovski prepare for Islam, has been working with Jack too. He's drilling takedown defense and escapes so Jack can keep the fight upright and let his striking shine. Jones's presence in Jack's corner could be decisive.
Islam relinquish his belt and go up to 170. Got JDM taking on Islam Makhachev.
I still think Islam's skill for skill is just
so high level. For him to go out there and do what he did against Bilal was very impressive, made that Islam fight more interesting. If JDM can shut him down and throw those hands, but Islam's boxing is underrated. That dude is slick. His kickboxing, his timing, like he's a high level black belt in every aspect of it.
Israel Adesanya added that Jack must keep the fight standing and disrupt Islam's rhythm, but Islam's ability to switch gears makes him dangerous every second. Some training partners believe Jack's size and scrambling could shock Islam. They describe Jack as deceptively big and physically strong, someone who can spring back to his feet or make takedowns a nightmare.
How are we feeling about that?
I think Della is going to get it done. I feel from talking to Tim and also seeing Della, and also I've only spotted Della once, like not really hard crazy, but, and I didn't try and take him down at all, but I've seen him at your gym sparring, and his scrambles are crazy.
Yeah, he's
Even
good for
watching him
scrambles.
with Bilal as well, and Gilbert Burns. His scrambles are crazy, and I feel Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him, because when he puts some things on him, he's like, oh shit, I'm not standing with this guy, I have to take him down. And then he tries, gets him down, and he gets back up, or he couldn't get him down, because he's a big dude. People don't realize how big Della is as well, and he's solid. So I really
Dense,
think,
man, just dense.
dense, yeah. Like when I felt, like I said, with sparring, and then it's just a weight behind it, and the way he throws it, the body banging, man, fucking good.
Dan Hardy pointed out that moving up a division is always a risk, even for a dominant champion like Islam. Winning the belt is one thing, holding it against a lineup of killers is another.
John Jones against Tom Aspinall, which is the blockbuster. I think Della Maddalena's got a bright future. I don't know whether he's going to hold the belt or he's going to lose it to another one of the top contenders and then pick it back up again. I don't think he's going to lose it to Makhachev, though. I think Makhachev holds the lightweight belt against anybody in the world, on any day, including Ilia Topuria. I don't think if he moved up, he would have much success against Makhachev. But Della Maddalena looked very, very sharp against Bilal. And I wonder what Makhachev would look like as a welter.
Gilbert Burns highlighted the freedom Islam gains without a brutal lightweight cut, but also warned that Jack's alliance with elite minds like Craig Jones and Volkanovski provides critical intel. Burns thinks the fight is far closer than most predict.
Islam is working very hard. He's been saying vocal that he wants to go up to 170. I think he's a big boy. He killed himself to make 55. I think that's the right division for Islam. He just tweeted something after the fight that he will not vacate the title, and then he vacated the title. I don't know, but probably that was in the negotiation. Yeah, I like him moving up. I proven himself. He's #1 pound for pound right now. It's a good fight. Jack and Islam closer than people think, especially with Jack Della Maddalena doing a lot of training with Volk, with Craig Jones, those guys that kind of back the Islam on that first Volk fight. I think they're gonna have a lot of info, a lot of study, a lot of answers. It's closer than people think, this fight. I really like this fight. I don't have time right now. I didn't have time to dig deep a little too much in that fight, but I think it's way closer than people think, and JDM has a clear shot on beat.
Sean O'Malley zoomed out to the bigger picture. This fight could set up future blockbusters like Islam versus Ilia Topuria. He also noted that Jack's chaotic striking could flip the script if he stuffs takedowns and finds space to let his hands go.
Islam relinquish his belt and go up to 170. Got JDM taking on Islam Makhachev. I still think Islam's skill for skill is just so high level. For him to go out there and do what he did against Bilal was very impressive, made that Islam fight more interesting. If JDM can shut him down and throw those hands, but Islam's boxing is underrated. That dude is slick. His kickboxing, his timing, like he's a high level black belt in every aspect of MMA.
Big belt, who give him that?
Jack versus Islam, I think, is huge. Not as big as Ilia versus Islam, but who knows? Maybe they both win and Islam comes back down to 55 and the fight's even bigger.
Jack Hermanson praised Islam as possibly the pound-for-pound best at lightweight, but isn't sure that dominance will carry over. He credited Jack's win over Bilal, but wants to see more big tests before calling him elite.
Yeah, it's so hard because you never know when people are changing weight classes. But in lightweight, Islam looks like unbeatable. It's just like maybe the pound for pound best. It's just so insanely good. But can he do it in a weight class above? I'm not sure. really, really hard to predict a fight like that. I think I still have to say Islam.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, we need to see a few more fights with Jack. He looked amazing against Bilal, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's something about Islam is just so good.
Philip Rowe didn't hesitate to back Jack. He believes Jack's size and power could be too much for Islam, predicting that JDM might stop him before the scorecards if he can get back up or avoid takedowns.
Philip Rowe, what's cracking, man?
Chilling.
Hey, now listen, you're welterweight. You've been in the game a long time. Islam moving up to 170. Is he big enough for 170?
My personal opinion, I don't think he is, but he's a champ. We'll see when he's there. You know what I'm saying? He has a fight. He's fighting the champ. That's the best 170 in the world right now, right? So we'll see.
So you don't think he has the size, but how do you think he does in the fight versus JDM?
I personally think JDM beats him. I think JDM will be able to get up if he does take him down. I don't think he'll be able to take JDM shots. I think personally he'll stop Islam.
Robert Whitaker, loyal to his fellow Aussie, is confident in Jack's chances. He highlights Jack's grit and underrated grappling, saying Jack doesn't need to stuff every takedown, just enough to keep Islam from dictating the fight.
You can be.
Because I think Jack has that X factor. I think he has the gut, the grit, the determination to fight the takedowns, to fight the ground, the takedown attacks that Islam is going to go for. And I think in a striking fight, straight up, Jack is better. I think he wins in the hands.
Yeah.
I think Jack's got the better game to strike over 5 rounds than Islam does as well, especially if Islam is trying to go for takedowns during the fight. I think, and this is people sleep on Jack's grappling game. They sleep on his jiu-jitsu. I don't think Islam is going to be as gun-ho with the takedowns as everybody believes, because Jack has that level of offense off his back.
Dustin Poirier, who's felt Islam's pressure, gave a technical breakdown. Islam's striking comes from awkward angles, and Jack could exploit that if he sets the tone early and defends takedowns. Poirier thinks the first 2 rounds will reveal the fight's direction.
Yeah, for real. Do you think he beats Jack Della Maddalena?
I think we'll find out first, second round how much trouble he has getting him down. I think if he gets those takedowns, he's gonna get the win. If Jack can stop those takedowns, which he does have good takedown defense, I think the boxing and the size could wear on Islam and give him some problems. But his striking's, awkward and different. You have to worry so much about the takedown. You can't plant your feet and throw off those number combinations and really rip and sit on your punches, because he's going to change levels. So it changes the way you fight. Well, for me, it did. I'm speaking from experience. So we'll see how Jack approaches and how Jack executes out there. But if you're worried about takedowns, your shots are different. You're not sitting on everything and standing in front of the guy. You're trying to move and be light on your feet. I think the first 2 rounds will tell us how this fight's going to go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if he wins and Ilia wins, because Ilia's also saying this week he wants to go up to welterweight if he wins this, which, as you said, would stall out the division further. I don't think the other lightweights want that, but I couldn't imagine 5'7" Ilia fighting at 170.
Bilal Mohaled, recently dominated by Islam, isn't convinced. He doubts Jack can survive Islam's grappling for long and predicts another suffocating performance.
How do you think Islam versus JDM goes down?
Honestly, I think Islam will probably take him down. Islam's wrestling really good. Even with me, I'm really committed to it. I took it down. Their team's so good at hacking in a game plan and sticking to it.
You said that you kind of abandoned the game plan a little. You think if you got a rematch, you would change the game plan a bit?
No, honestly, I think I won 3 rounds, but you have to go out there and make it more clear. When you get into the cage and you're fighting, right? You get into that, all right, I feel like striking. Let's keep going. I was doing well with it. Let's keep going. If your coach is trying to get you to focus on the game plan again, it's man, I'm doing well with it. You're thinking you're doing better than you are. Every fight you gain something from it, right? This fight I gained something from it.
All these perspectives paint a fascinating picture. Some see Jack's size and striking as the key to victory. Others trust Islam's relentless pressure and seamless transitions. The weight move, clash of styles, and elite minds in each corner make this matchup special. With Khamzat Chimaev now rumored to be adding his energy to Islam's preparation, the stakes feel even higher. No matter how it plays out, Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena has already become one of the most talked about showdowns in recent memory.